What's up, peeps? Welcome to BANDOFBROS channel. So apparently a lot of you guys watched my last video on how to win more gunfights. So today I'm going to be dropping part 2 and dropping 3 more advanced tips that will instantly make you deadlier. And yes, some of these things even good players are still messing up. So without any more further ado, let's jump right into this video with 3 mistakes that you're still making and how to fix them. So let's talk about the tip number 1, which is the damage timing windows. And the mistake that a lot of players make is that sometimes they say, well, if you see an enemy, right, and you're not very sure that you can kill him, like if you're in the open field, right, and you're just not sure that you can kill him, then don't shoot at him. Like, only shoot at him when you are certain that you can kill the guy, because I have to kill him within that first gunfight. And this is where you can get things wrong. You don't necessarily have to kill the enemy within that first gunfight, within that first spot. The damage timing windows is basically when you shoot at an enemy, shoot a couple bullets at him, land 1 or 2 shots, go into cover as you're pushing him, and then continue that gunfight. Because what this damage timing does is, let's say you're using a gun. A lot of guns in Battlefield kill like between 4 and 5 bullets. So you got a gun that kills in 4 bullets, right? You're pushing the enemy, you see him, you know he's gonna go into cover, but you manage to land a couple shots at him, right? You see his legs peeking out, whatever. You land 2 shots at him. Well, now imagine, the gun that you have kills in 4 shots. You landed 2 shots on him. You didn't kill him, but now he's got 50 HP. You just reduced that time to kill significantly by half. And let me show it to you with some actual gameplay. So here I spot an enemy. He is down on the ground. I peek him. I shoot him a couple times and I see he's laying down on the ground. That means he's got better recoil control than me. He's got that ADS already on me. So I take a couple shots at him, go back into cover, march a couple steps, and then re-peek him again and shoot him again. So this is where you do that, and it really, really works well. Second time, I do it again here. I'm pushing up, see a guy, shoot him, go back into cover, and then peek him and shoot him again. So remember, doing this really does help you. You do not always have to eliminate your enemy within that first contact. You can always take a couple shots at him, reduce that time to kill window significantly, crouch, move a little bit, and go back in and push him, and you've got a huge advantage. And the same thing you can do when you're looking behind cover. So let's say you've got an enemy right there. Again, you don't fully have to expose all your body and shoot at him. Let's say those are actual enemies right there, right? And if you fully expose yourself, everybody's going to shoot at you. So again, you do the damage timing windows and you shoot him a couple times, peek him from another window, shoot him there, peek him back again, and then push him. So we see an enemy there, we go into cover, see him, shoot him a couple times, see him, shoot him a couple times, then go full for the peek. And as you guys saw, when I fully pushed him, he already had half HP. Next up, let's talk about strafe canceling and how to manage a bloom better in this game. So obviously, close range, you don't have that much bloom, right? If you're at close range, everybody knows that you can shoot. All your bullets are going to land when you want them to. But a lot of players start having that problem when you're longer ranges, right? Let's say this is like a medium range fight. You got somebody 30 meters out and you're shooting. And as you guys can see, bloom's, I mean, look at that. Bloom is horrible, right? You got bullets flying left and right. And that's when a lot of the players are like, well, I'm losing a lot of gunfights because I feel my bullets are going everywhere. So how do you control this? Well, first of all, obviously everybody talks about microbursts, right? So as you're moving, do microbursts. And as you guys can see, the bullets will land a lot closer to where I'm fighting. That's the first one. Number 2, if you got a gun that also does high damage, like this one right here, play around with your single fire. Single fire is very important in this game because, again, you can have full auto for close range, but once you start getting in a long range gunfights, have it to a custom bind where it's easy to change. So for example, on my PlayStation, I have it to go up. So once I go up, I have a single tap. And take a look at this. I'm not even going to try to control the recoil on this gun. Look at that. That's single tap. I mean, not only is there absolutely no bloom, but there is no recoil. So it is very important, again, for when you're starting out, and not even just starting out. Like, I love using like a single tap, longer range targets. Look at that. I mean, you could be moving completely to the left and you've got no recoil, no bloom. And now if you combine all things, then this is when you also need to play with a specific weapon so you know how far you can full auto until you start like having to utilize either the burst or single tap. But when you combine and you know full auto, medium range to burst, and then long range to semi, you're going to get something like this. And as you guys saw there, I don't know if you noticed, but while I was sliding midway, I actually switched to single tap. So that's why you can have movement. And as you guys saw, when you're have it on single tap, like you can literally move all the way to the right and there's going to be no bloom. So that's why I really do prefer single tap significantly more than burst firing, because burst firing, you're still going to get a little bit of bloom. But I mean, you saw that. Look, we're in single tap, and we can move all the way to the right, and you're not going to get like any bloom at all. Wherever you're aiming at, that is where the bullets are going to go. So let me show that again in slow motion. So as I know there's an enemy here, I jump, I know I can full auto, no issue. I can full auto here, no issue. And as I'm sliding, I switch to single tap. So let me show you again right there what I did. As I'm reloading, sliding into cover, I switch to single tap because I know there's an enemy over there. So I'm reloading, sliding to cover, switch to single tap already. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of knowing how to switch between single tap, full auto, and do that strafe canceling as well for that bloom. And now the tip number 3, and very, very important, is you have to learn pre-cover positioning. And this is how you really survive and get those 1v3 situations and keeping alive while still taking damage and dealing damage. So what does pre-cover positioning mean? Well, this basically means that, let's say we are in this map right over here, right? And I want to get the flag. Let's say there's something over there. That's my goal right there, where I want to get. So as I'm moving there, what I told you in the tip at the beginning is that I already know what cover I'm going to take in case somebody pushes me or I see somebody. So what I'm going to take, the first cover right over here, is going to be this one already here. There's enemies that are coming around there. So the first one that I want to take is this one right here. After that, we're going to want to go to that one. Then after that, we're going to go to that one right over there. So as we're moving over here, I can already see there's a guy right there. Boom, 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 boom. Shoot at him. Take a couple shots. What we talked about, move. I went to the left on this one. Remember, I saw this one, but I knew this one wasn't available. So as I'm shooting at him, I already have a second alternative route. We're going to peek again here, see where he's at. These are all bots, right? Take a couple shots. And from here, look at this. Pre-cover position. I can take shots at him and go back into cover, or I receive shots, place my medikit down. But you always want to have somewhere that you can shoot, go back and peek, reload, hide, get your health back up. These are very, very important. These are re-peek angles. The same thing. Take a couple shots, move all the way to the right. We got another re-peek angle right here, right? Take a couple shots, move around, crouch, move over here. So as you guys can see, very, very important. Always use these sort of obstacles. They are your best friend. They are the re-peek angles. See a guy over there? Move to the right. Again, you can see here, we're reloading. He can't see us. Take a couple shots, we killed him. Now we move up. And as you guys can see, I do it a lot often, but I always try to reload while I'm in cover. Sometimes for the gun, like look at that. If you're mid reloading and you try to shoot, the gun won't shoot. So it's very important that even that final second where the mag still goes in, you still have like another half extra second where you can't shoot. So it's very important that you don't go like this, like just push out like this while you're still reloading, because as you guys can see there, even the bots will kill you. Another very, very important one for the re-peek angles is whenever you are in a hole like this, or you're in stairs or ladders or whatever like this, you always want to peek standing up, and you always want to be at this level so that if you see an enemy, so if you're shooting at an enemy and you're going to lose that gunfight, or you just want to recenter, you can crouch, look at that, and I'm instantly away from the gunfight. Peek again, crouch, peek again, crouch, peek again, crouch. So remember, always go standing up so that if you're in trouble, you go to, look at this. I go to crouch, I'm instantly away from that gunfight. Shoot him again, crouch, instantly away. If you're in the crouch position like this, you're very, very exposed. If you want to shoot and you want to go away from that gunfight, you're going to have to go down. And in prone position, you can't really reposition yourself as fast as you could with crouch, as if you're crouch. And obviously going from prone to crouch, it's a lot harder. First of all, you won't continue to have that ADS. So if you're ADSing and you crouch up, you'll leave that ADS animation, compared to if you're standing up and crouching. Look at that. You can continue with this. And I mean, look at that. Obviously, if you guys are real players, but you still, I mean, look at the power of this. You can shoot those guys, crouch again, shoot those guys, crouch again, shoot those guys, crouch again. So remember, if you're always fighting in a hole, in a ladder, wherever you're going upwards, always fight standing up, and make sure that you are exactly at that level that whenever you crouch, you disappear completely. So ladies and gentlemen, those were my top 3 tips for today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you guys have any questions and any other tips, also drop it down below for the knowledge of everybody else. Peace out, and I'll see you all in the next one.